No. Oh, hello. Sorry, I was busy doing. Right. Hello, everyone. It is Saturday, the 25th of April, 2020, and I have to address a few things. Thank you, everybody who've been sending me challenges to do during the lockdown. Thank you for those who've been asking me to take part in various projects of theirs. If I haven't yet got round to doing my contribution, apologies, but I actually have a lot of stuff of my own to do because I'm taking advantage of the time to catch up on things. But in the meantime, the big question everybody says is, what are you doing? So the answer appears, I'm upsetting a lot of people. So I thought I'd better address that today. A Delandro from the United States got a bit hot under the collar because he was feeling that I was dismissing Donald Trump after we became aware yesterday of a video where it implies that he's suggesting that people inject themselves with disinfectant to help get away with the virus. Well, having seen the complete video, I have to agree, and that he was just making suggestions based on discussions he's had with some scientists about all sorts of things, but he unfortunately used the phrase injecting cells with disinfectant where it is clear that there was a discussion about a chemical within some disinfectants that might work. My issue as President of the United States is I feel that he shouldn't be standing up there discussing rumours or speculation. He should only be up there giving facts, because there are some very, very frightened people out there who might very well think, oh, the President says we should inject ourselves with disinfectant, and they will do that. That was my only comment. I just felt whether this morning they're saying that he really just said it deliberately just to see how the media would react, which implies therefore that he's playing games. So whether in jest, playing games, or whether he's serious, the suggestion of injecting anybody with disinfectant, I just think is a very worrying thing. So that's where I stand there. And if, Delandro, you're still upset, well, deal with it. What else was... Oh, because what did cross my mind is that there are some very dangerous elements that are used in medication, but only after they have been tried and tested and they work out how to use them. And a perfect example is arsenic. But I won't go any further than that. On the other side, oh dear, what with the lockdown being extended and everything, I think some people are getting a bit frustrated, and so there are more negative things being thrown at the government and how they're dealing with the situation. But I'm going to say it again, I've said it before. Rishi Sunak, who's our Chancellor, he deals with our money. I think he is dealing it as best he can. What the problem is whatever suggestions and plans they say they're going to put in place, in practice, it doesn't work, because it's not happening. Either people can't access certain things online, or they ask for certain things and they only get half of what they're looking for. And in some other cases, they can't even find it online at all. So that would be my issue there. The health secretary, our health secretary is the main dude over here dealing with it all, Matt Hancock. It's very clear that some people want to throw him under the bus, instead of, in fact, the entire government being thrown under the bus. I didn't know what to say. He did make a suggestion that he wanted to reach 100,000 testings per day, and we're well short of that. But he did say by the end of April, so I'm going to give him until next Friday, which is the 1st of May, and we'll see how many testings we got then. But in the main, I find him honourable and trustworthy. Some people will disagree with me, but that's where I stand. Likewise, I think Rishi Sunak has been very statesmanlike in the way he's dealt with the finances and everything. And as to why we're in the situation we are, why we haven't been able to cope and deal with the COVID-19 like some other countries, is a debate after it's all passed, really. But to put my penny's worth in there, I think we have to go back many, many years, really, because we got to remember that 40 years ago we were selling off the family jewels, and so we have no manufacturing sector. And that's why now that we need masks and gowns, etc., and all sorts of PPP, we can't manufacture them to the numbers we need now because the factories aren't there. Discuss. Now, what was it? Oh, yes. The other week I put up a video in which I just did some laughing for about 60 seconds. Most people like it, and the feedback was excellent. But for whatever reason this week, I've had a number of comments which borderline trolling. They've now been reported and deleted from my list. All I can say is, what is my response to the idea that I put up a bit of laughter to make people happy for 60 seconds? Well, my answer is